Very good morning, welcome. It's Jeff Laughton online on Friday the 30th of May at about 10:05. And as you can see, I'm back from my little jaunt to Marrakesh. However, the plane was 2.5 hours late taking off last night. I didn't get in well 2:15 this morning. And as I start at 5 a.m, there was little point in going to bed. So I've been working since 2:15. So I'm absolutely knackered now. As soon as I've recorded this video, I'm going to get some sleep. I did spend 6 hours doing all the races this morning, so I'm pretty much have them all in my head. But before we start, as usual, hit the subscribe button, and then, like today, when I'm going to be very early, you'll be able to see the videos as soon as I put them up and get any bets on immediately. And if you're interested in my private service, drop me an email at the email address below. There are two very strong bets on there today, and they went up at 8:30 a.m. So let's start at Carlilele. In the 2:35, Sea of Kings of Harry Eustace ran an excellent race on debut in early April behind a Roger Varian horse called Munsif, who has won again since, even though he was long odds on to do so. Before he ran, I was told that Sea of Kings was showing very little at home, so it was a surprise to a lot of people when he came out of the pack to chase down the even money favourite that day. He's since changed hands to Wafnan Racing, so they obviously know something that we've not seen. Now, I'm told again that he's not working particularly well, but a lot of good ones don't always work well at home. They save it for the racecourse where they get paid and not the gallops in the morning. And it could be one of those horses, because that was a very good run behind Munsif. He was clueless early on at Nottingham, and simply with normal improvement, he should be too good for these. In the 4:25, El Matador of Rafe Beckett's is the one I like in this race. He was absolutely smashed in the market on debut and went off odds on, but he was chinned by a very nice horse of Andrew Baldwin's, who unfortunately lost his life on his next start. He made his seasonal reappearance at Salisbury last month, and he couldn't have done it more wrong if he tried. He nearly unseated Hector Crouch coming out the stalls, jumped a path and then didn't want to go by. And that was just pure greenness. Now, if he did improve, which he could easily do leaps and bounds today, I'd expect him to go and win this race. At Brighton in the first race, I'm afraid the price has long gone on Kiscord. He was as big as 11-8 everywhere this morning as a result of his run last week when he was just touched off as the front two pulled miles clear. Now, he is due to go up £6 from tomorrow, and if the handicapper has him right, he has to be winning this. Haydock this evening, where I'm probably going to go if I can get a bit of sleep before then. In the 6:05 Polestar of Charlie Johnson's could be winning this. He was very green at Chester before only just failing on second start at Newmarket. If he progresses from run 2 to 3 as he did from run 1 to 2, he should have too much for these, although the Haggis horse cost quite a bit of money but disappointed on debut. He should be better for that run actually. In the 6:40, I'm told that Charlie Appleby introduced a very nice colt called Commanding Officer. It works to a mark of about 85, which should be good enough to win about 90% of British maidens. But they think this is one of their nicer colts, and he could... Well, they're not expecting him to go to Ascot. They're expecting him to go and win at Ascot. That's how good they think he is. But after one of theirs got beat yesterday, he needs to go and prove it, I think. In the 7:50, another Rafe Beckett horse, Participle, comes back after 288 days off. He really should have won on debut, and the horse that beat him there has recently won a listed race. If he's fated again, he should have too much for these. Over at Katrick in the first, the 5:43, Brian Hellison's Home Straight has run two solid races on both starts, and although this track is on the sharp side for her compared to Beverley, she should be able to take care of these. So that's short and sweet for today. I need to get some sleep, but I will be back around the same time tomorrow, and many thanks indeed for dropping by.